Welcome to another week. Here we are. We got the chopper on the lift. I got to get this, what are they? Signal lights. I got to get the signal lights figured out. Time to stop screwing around and get her fixed. All right, let's get at it. Hi, my name's Gus Cameron, and I'm the owner of This Old Chopper. Well, what do you do when it's shitty out and you got no parts to work on that? Parts are coming. Anyways, you put together your order. I have about 20 orders for t-shirts, and I got to get them together. So that's what I'm doing. And hopefully in a couple of days, I might even do the switcheroo and get that chopper, because that chopper's still got a bad ground on it for the signal lights and the brake lights. So I'll get that on the table. But anyways, we're just working on some orders. And if you want one, drop me a message. thisoldchopper@gmail.com. There you go. There's the address. All right. Thanks. Go. You're probably wondering what that block of wood is for. Well, the frame is so low, I can't get one of those flat jacks under it. So I got to jack up the back wheel by 1.5 inches. So that's what that block of wood is for. So I'm going to get this strapped down, and we're going to try to find out what's going on with the signal lights. She wants to fall over, but I don't want to let it, because that would be bad. So I got to make this longer, because the Honda was up here a minute ago. Okay. That on there like that. I don't know, are you guys seeing anything? Who knows? Okay, I got some on that. I'll go around the other side. All good though. Good bike, good running bike. Love this bike. I don't think I'd ever get rid of it. They can freaking bury me on it. I know my son would like to have it. Or my daughter. I'm sure my daughter would like to have it too. Well, maybe once I'm done with it, whenever that's going to be. Okay. Oh, I'm pulling on the wrong thing, that's why. There we go. So I got to go around the frame to hold the bike up while I'm gearing up these straps. Which is kind of weird, eh? But anyways, got that. Crank it down some. Make everything tight. straight. Buddy, I gotta find out that friggin' electrical problem. Boy, the jumpins. You know, and I've probably said it before. I'm not a big fan of electrical. But I wired it, I built it, I should be able to fix it. There, she's up. She's up. Give a little look around. She's up. I made this cross. You know, it's pretty bad when people take off their poppies at Remembrance Day and they put them on a cenotaph, and then the wind picks up and it blows all the red poppies in the gutter by the curb and all that stuff. So we came up with these. Melvin Brezoir is the one that built these the first time, and I helped him. And this was one that was left over. So I'm donating it to Bass River Veterans Memorial Park so that we can put our poppies on it after the ceremony on Remembrance Day. These look phenomenal when they're covered in red poppies. Anyways, so there's the chop. There's the shovel. There's the Honda. I got the Honda parked back there. I got the side still open. I do got ignition coming. My buddy David over in Wales said that I should, for giggles, just try the Pointsy condenser. So I think I might do that. So now we got room. We can set, oh yeah, check out what I'm watching. Look, this old chopper on my personal account. Just trying to get a couple of extra watch hours, you know, trying to make it happen. So we got all kinds of room right here. We set up that table and we can play darts. And it's good. It's good fun in here. Yes, we got rid of 2 bikes. My buddy Luke's got them at his place just for the winter or just for whenever the boss says they got to go, then we'll get them out of there. Anyways, there's the t-shirts. I had a little problem with the latest transfer. I got these just last week with an upgraded chopper on it because the other ones had color on it. I didn't want color on my chopper. So there it is. That's the newest logo. This is the one I'm going with. But I'm having a hard time getting the paper off the back of the transfer. So I got to email into the company, but they're probably not going to answer me till tomorrow. So there you go. So you're up to date, and I'll bring you back when I start tearing into this thing. You know, there's not a whole lot of rides left, but I'd like to have it fixed. Get the gas out of the tank, because you can't save gas. That friggin' stabilizer does not work. You can't save gas, so get it out of the tank. That's what I'm going to do. All right. Hey, welcome back. So, yeah, it's a little dull in here, a little dark, but I want to show you something. What's that? That's my old Honda, CT70, 1971. I'm just trying to get my watch hours up. I have another YouTube channel, or YouTube account, and I watch my own videos from that account. It's funny because I've been doing that for about a week, just off and on, and my numbers are lower now. But the count is the last 365 days. So if 364 days ago, I had a low watch count, I guess you could say, watch hour count, then my number will go down, even though I'm watching. So anyways, like I said in my last video, I'm just trying to get to the 4,000. I'm like 3314. I was 3370. Now I'm 3314, which is kind of crazy. Yeah. So I got the lights turned down because I want to show you something. What's going on with my chopper. So I'll turn it around. All right, so here we go. Yeah, it's dark. It's dark. It's dark. It's for a reason. So here's the key. So I just turned the key on. And here's my signal lights. They have a wee bit of power. Ain't what does that tell you? I hit the button to make them flash, and they don't flash. So I don't know what's going on, but there they are. They're not bright, they're weak. And like I said, I can hit the signal light, nothing changes. Or it's getting a little bit brighter, isn't it? Something's going on. So let me get the lights turned back on. So when I put this bike together, it's got a Badlands module in here somewhere. I don't even know where the freaking module is. Must be under the seat. Anyways, it's got a Badlands signal canceller module. So I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I turned the key on and I got dim signal lights that don't flash. Let me turn it around again. So yeah, I got to tear into this. I thought it was going to be a quick fix, but I don't think it's going to be a quick fix. I got to get the seat off. I might have to drop the oil tank. I don't know. I got to find the module. I don't know, where did I put that Badlands module at? Anyways, I got to find the module. I got to find out where the power is coming from to make these lights go dim. Why are they dim? My initial thought was a bad ground. There's a bad ground here somewheres. But I got my test light and I got it on the ground, and I have been testing some of my grounds, and the grounds seem to be okay. I just don't know. I got some crude drawings that I made. So I got to dig into them, and I got to try to figure out what's going on. Oh yeah, look, I'm getting my freaking mini bikes going for the Santa Claus parade last year. I got to do that real soon. We got the parade coming up in 2 weeks. So I got to get the mini bikes out, get them going, get the gas out, get some new gas put in it. But I don't know. I haven't even shut down the cottage yet. I got to get over there and do that. It's like -1 degrees over there. I'm going to be in big trouble. All right, so stick with me. I'm going to do a little more later on. All right. Yeah, it's my favorite thing to do. Electrical. Gosh, I hate electrical. Anyways, I took my sharpening stone and I sharpened up my test light. So it might be easier to prick the wires, because I got to figure out what's going on. Like I showed you already, I got a dim signal lights. So that tells me they're getting power for some reason. And I did find the Badlands. It's right here. I'm suspecting it's not the Badlands. It's a chafed wire, or a wire that's rubbing, that's putting a bit of power in the wrong spot. So I don't know how to do this. I don't know. The wiring, I did this one wire at a time. So I got the drawing. I'm going to get the drawing out and have a look at the drawing and see what I've done. And I think there's a connection of me fixing the charging system, and the signal light's not working and the brake light's not working. So I got 2 issues, my signal lights and my brake light's not working. So I got to do one thing at a time. Maybe I'll just try to troubleshoot the brake light, see if I got power going to the brake bulb when I push on the foot pedal or pull on the lever. And then, yeah. Rest in peace, Dougie. Man, sucks. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't need to do a bunch of recording while I'm trying to chase it, but hopefully within the next little while I'll be able to give you an update on what I found, and I'll get at it. All right, so hang in there. I'll get this figured out. Okay. All right, so I got some info. So I'm squeezing really hard on the front brake lever, and I did make the light come on. So there's power going to the pressure switch. I think it needs bled because the lever is going all the way to the grip. So I'm gonna bleed the front brake. I need a second person to help me do that, and just to pump it up and get the air out of it. And maybe it's low in fluid. I haven't even looked at it yet. I took the rear master cylinder apart. It was a little bit low. I tried bleeding it. It bled. It still wouldn't turn the light on. I had power to the switch, the pressure switch, and when you push on the pedal, I was getting no power coming out of the switch to illuminate the light. So here it is. This is the pressure switch. Banjo bolt goes on there, copper, banjo bolt, copper, screws into the master cylinder. Right here is the plug for it. This goes in here like that to make the plug, and the wire goes in there. I noticed that it was loose and I pulled the wire out. So the little tiny grub screw, can't even see it, backed off. So maybe I didn't have a good connection. So I'm just in the process of trying to put the grub screw back in, which is going to be tricky unless it just falls in the hole. Oh, oh. I could see this being a pain in the ass. No. So you got to get the hole lined up, and you got to drop the grub screw in the little black hole. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll shut her down. I'll try to get this fixed. I'll install it, the old one. I'll reinstall the old one. Put some .5 in it. Put the lid on it. Pump it up. See if I can get some brake lights. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, so I did hook it up. I plugged it in. I filled it up. I bled it. And I still got no light. So what I'm going to do is I want to check the continuity of this pressure switch, because my first instinct says it's bad. But I did find that loose grub screw. Okay, so we got, let's just see. So I got some let's just work on this now. So we got this. That, and we can go on the big one, and we can take this red one, and we can go on this one. Slippy shit. I have a box. See, they're touching. I have a box of parts, and okay, so let's just test it. Okay, so now if I push this, yeah, see, that switch is no good. So it's supposed to make a connection, because I got power coming into one side of it on the red, and then the black goes to the light, or other way around, whatever. But this switch is supposed to close the circuit to let power go to the bulb. So I've got, like I said, I've got alligator clips on that plug. That should beep like this. That should beep, but it's not. I don't know if you can see. Not doing anything. So it's my switch. It's got to be my switch. So I'm going to take all this apart, and I'm going to I have another switch. I'm going to rip that out of there. I'm going to lose all my fluid. Damn. But anyways, I'm gonna put it all back together. So yeah, so I know I was probably out of the shot there, but take that off again. Make another pigtail off that switch and reinstall it and see what happens. Okay. Okay, so I got it off. I see something. I don't know what it is, but it looks broke to me. I just got to cut this heat shrink. Oh yeah, it's broke. It's broke. I get this off, I'll show you. Okay, so you can see that one of the wires, that red wire, is supposed to go inside that red. So that's broke. That wasn't me. Vibration, I guess. So this is no good. Is it the same thread size? Shit, it's not. So I gotta get a new one of these. I gotta get a new one of them. Or can it be fixed? Get this heat shrink off of here without ripping my fingers apart. Yep. So at least I found the problem. I don't gotta go digging into the electrical. This is for the brakes. This is not for the signal lights. Yeah, a lot of heat shrink on this. There it is. There's another piece of heat shrink. So you can obviously see that that wire is broke off the pressure switch. So I got to measure this thread, and I thought I had one, but I think this is for the front master cylinder. It's bigger. See the difference? Bigger. So I got to get one of them. That came from Lowbrow, which is in Ohio. God, I don't want to order one thing. I guess I'm going to have to go shopping. All right, we'll let you know what's going on later. So there you go. There it is. Broke. There's the other end I used. Broke. So I got to order one. Right on, right on. Okay, so what do I got? Okay, so you saw that I just freaking stuck that wire in there. There's no way you can solder it. I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna put a little bit of JB Weld on the end of that wire, and I'm gonna stuff it in this hole and see if I can make a connection. Just for giggles. So I got one off my buddy Sean, S&S Customs right here. He treats me well. S&S Customs out in Sackville. Sean, so this is a good one. I metered it. It's good. So I'm going to try to put my plug. Where's my plug at? Anyways, I got a plug here for it, right here. I'm going to try to make my plug work. It's a waterproof plug. Put it on the new switch. And put the new switch in the master cylinder for the back brakes. Oh yeah, Sean, S&S Customs. Check him out. He's got a website, S&S Customs, and he's making Sportster Softail frames, and you can register them. Just amazing. He's been at this for a long time, and it's finally come to be a thing. He's been working hard, and he's got a built Softail Sportster. You should see it. It's freaking phenomenal. I had one of my videos back a couple. Anyways, I was just out there today picking up that switch, and we were looking at it. It's very nice. Very, very nice. So I'm going to wrap it up. You saw my points. Oh, that's my old, where did my points go? Right here. So this is my points plate and advance for the CB750 points plate. But what did I get? I got my Dynatech ignition. So that's the rotor. That's the pickups. So my buddy in Wales said, just put the points on it and try it. Yeah. David, I'm going to do that. I absolutely am. It's over there. It's out of the way. It's sort of stored because I'm trying to get my chopper fixed up. So I got a bunch of stuff to do. So there's a bunch of stuff coming up. All right, let's change it up a little bit. I took all the gas out of the mini bikes. And I'm putting fresh gas in. Then we're going to see if we can get them going. Yeah, I know. Boring, isn't it? Get this out of here. Okay. Cap on. Gas is on, choke is on, switch. There we go. Santa Claus parade. So, I did a test. So, I got my the power going to the pressure switch and on the master cylinder. So I got the switch up there. You saw this broke. I'll turn the key on and I will just touch. I'll make the circuit. I'll make the connection here and tell me if I got a brake light. Yep, I got a brake light. So that tells me that it was the switch's problem. So I'll show you what I got. I already showed you the broken switch. My good buddy Sean at S&S Customs, I got this from him, a used switch. So we're gonna hook that up and we're gonna see if we can get brake lights. All right, so stick with me. All right, so your gasket, I need the line. No, I don't. Where's my switch at? Imagine, I just had the switch. Oh, right here. What's wrong with you, Gus? Okay, so that goes on like that. This goes like this. Copper washer like this. Thread it in. All right. Give this a tighten. There we go. All right, so now I can hook this. I can hook this to that, to that. I don't want to touch anything. And then I need another one. Right here. I don't know if I got any brakes. All right. So take this. This, hook it onto this. I'm just doing this temporarily, see if I can get brakes. All right, this goes on to the other one. All right. So it's temporarily hooked up. I got pedal. All right. Now I need to know if I got brakes. Brake light. You see that all right? All right, let me know. I still got no brake. Anyways, let's right on. So at least I got the mini bikes running. Very cool. That's for the parade on Sunday. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm not in the right state of mind. This is pissing me off, so I gotta walk away from it. I just don't understand how it just goes bad on you, you know, mechanics just goes bad. Anyways, like I always say every week, please check on a buddy or family member. They want to hear from you. It's going to help them and it might help you. All right, we'll see you next week. Sorry for so long putting out a video. I'll try to get better. All right.